Good morning, 17th of February 2014, Monday, FX Advisor. Let's start. Quick risk warning on the beginning. Our live trading room has educational purpose only. Trading FX on the margin carries a high level of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. You can sustain a loss of some, all, or even more than in your initial investment. Please do not invest the money that you cannot afford to lose. It's Monday, it's bank holiday in US, so what we can expect, for sure, lower liquidity, but much higher volatility, right? Market makers can use the low liquidity to move the market up and down. We are going to focus today on intraday trading. Just before we start, to our students, we send out to our students two recommendations to buy dollar Swiss franc. As we closed it last Friday before the weekend, we decided to reopen it. And dollar yen, we will go through those charts later today. We would like to start with British pound and then with DAX index. We have a weekly chart here. Weekly chart of British pound. Actually, right now, as you can see, we are at resistance. Here, 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 and there you go, where we are right now. So what we can expect, there's no doubt that higher prices are possible, but we would like to avoid buying here. There is some risk to the cable later this week. Tomorrow, inflation report, and on Wednesday there is a Bank of England report after the last meeting. And there is a climate count change in UK. So there is some risk. And we think that this move to the upside, it's not going to be sustained. We think that there are going to be the sell opportunity later this week. Let's switch to daily. Let's see where we have some supports. As you remember, last week we closed out our long position with nice profit of 200 pips. Then we took short position before the inflation report. Unfortunately, the report support the pound. We were stop out at entry level. We took out resistance at 67. During the AGS session, we were trading around 68. Now we have some pullback, and it's quite deep. Because right now it's more than 60 pips. It's all about where we are going to close today and where we are going to close at the end of the week. As I mentioned, there is a bank holiday in US, so the activity during the US session is going to be much lower, so we have to check what's going to happen within the next few hours during the European session. And now let's switch to 30 minutes chart to focus on intraday trading, on intraday possibilities. Based on those two risk events later this week, we have to be extremely careful with British pound. But right now, why we think the last move during the Asia session is not going to be sustained? There is a move from Friday and today morning, and the pullback I mentioned. We have two trend lines here on 30 minutes. Both have been broken right now. But it's not the level to sell pound here. What we do expect, what we would like to see is to cleaning the stops again. Because some investors or traders sold here, some sold here. The lines both are broken here. So what we would like to see, most probably we are going to test this support zone. We are going to watch those levels, and we would like to see turnaround towards those lines, cleaning those stops. Maybe we will be able to see new high here, then some hesitation, and we are going to prepare ourselves to sell around new high, maybe slightly lower, when there are going to be some hesitations here on the British pound. So not here. We don't want to chase the prices here. We think that market will try to clean those stops to stop out the weakest shorts. So most probably we are going to see some higher prices, especially before those risk events later this week, and then we will try to find the possibility to sell British pound short versus US dollar. So we are going to leave British pound today, most probably. Of course, we are watching, we are observing British pound versus US dollar, but for now we are staying out. We think there are going bigger opportunity later this week. The next is DAX. Just 1 second, please. The next is DAX. There we go. As we mentioned a few times already, we have V formation, and the question is if the bulls will be able to take out those stops, to take out those shorts, then we can see 10,000 most probably, or we will stop here at around 9,800 for new selling opportunity. What can we expect here? Let's start with weekly chart. Let's delete all the lines. Definitely, no doubt about it, we have some resistance between 9750 to 98, the high here. So definitely we have some selling zone here. But looks like market is very strong, right? The 20 weekly moving average holds very easily. Then we broke the first resistance, the next one, and market is going higher and higher. What we would like to see, how the market is going to behave here at resistance. If there are going to be some hesitation, or first straight stops cleaning, then hesitation, move back. So we are going to prepare ourselves to sell. What about intraday? What about day trading? How does this look like today? Let's start with hourly, and let's try to find some resistances. Definitely there is the whole area quite wide. It's almost 100 points, not almost, it's well above 100 points here on DAX. So let's try to find something here. Okay, there we go. Not this one. Let's try to. I would like to show you the selling area for today. Here we go. So we are trying to narrow. We are trying to narrow the possible selling area. Okay, the level has been tested already. So it was quite a good selling opportunity, but most probably we will have a chance to see that level again. Let's switch to 30 minutes. Why here? Why we are talking about that area? The reason is very simple. It was after the consolidation. Oh, sorry. Yeah, let's try right now. After some consolidation here, there was the first move down, small pullback, bam, Niagara Falls. So from here we expect some selling orders were not executed. They are still waiting here, and as evidence, it's today's action around that level. So there are still plenty of selling orders around 907,000. It's a DAX future, so on CFDs it could be a few points lower. So definitely today we are going to watch that levels. If we will be able to move here again today, then definitely we are going to be focused on that levels 9,99700, around that levels. Where we are going to place our stop? Just above 9,720, so maybe 5, maybe 10 points higher, but we are not going to place straight order. Why? Again, bank holiday in US, so some market makers can use, as I mentioned before, low liquidity to push the prices up, to clean all the stops, and then to turn around. Why? It's very easy. When you're trading, there has to be the opposite side. Usually it's your broker. So if every retail client or slightly bigger corporate client is waiting here to sell with stop here, and brokers, they have the same view that prices will go lower. So first, they have to ensure that their clients is going to be served. So we are going to see higher prices. Market makers will push the prices higher. So the clients, they are going to execute clients' orders. Clients are going to be short here, but brokers are long, right? And still their view is to the downside. So what they have to do, they have to clean the client stops, and it's possible during the low liquidity. It's normal market action. There is nothing to complain about it. It's you as a client, you have to be smart. So what we would like to see, we would like to see the price action around those levels, maybe some stop hunting, and then if there is any hesitation, we will join the move to the downside today on a DAX. Okay, let's go through the other charts to see if there is any possibility to make some live trades. As I mentioned just before our meeting, we sent out 2 records to buy dollar yen and to buy dollar Swiss franc. So let's go and check what's going on there. Let's start with dollar Swiss franc. Let's start with weekly. It's a few times already we mentioned that it's last support for bulls to try to hold that level. Even lower as we have the gap here. So we are trying to hold this zone. Once there was some stops hunting, and we are here again. I don't know if the support is going to hold or no, but the risk reward, we are going to switch to daily and lower time frames within the second, but the risk reward is worth to go long. The only thing, and it's going to be visible on daily as well, I'm worried about is this 20 weekly here working as resistance pretty well. And last week during one of our trading rooms as an intraday trade, most probably Thursday, we advise to go short with tight stop based on daily. One moment, let's switch. Yeah, there we go. With tight stop here. But why we still believe that medium term, we can go higher? Let's try to, yeah. We do believe that this line has been broken. We didn't make new high, right? Bulls were not able to go higher, but still this line should work. The broken falling trend line now should work as support, gap, shadow. So we still believe we have a chance. We have a chance to go higher from here. The same as on weekly. Bulls have to fight, this time with 20 daily moving average here. But few times already they were able to push it up. So push the prices up. So we took dollar Swiss franc long based on a medium term, and we expect the higher prices from here. Move below the trend line, close below the trend line, it's renew selling pressure for sure. So that's why we have very tight stop here, and we are watching the market. Of course, the danger is the lower liquidity today and some possibility of stop hunting. We are aware of it. That's why the risk of the whole portfolio is very, very small. Let's go and check what's going on dollar yen. Last week we were constant sellers on every move toward 102.50, 102.60. We advised during live trading rooms to sell those levels. We were expecting, the truth is that we were expecting lower levels at the end of the last week. But the truth is, and that bulls were able to hold some support, and we are going to show you why we decide to go long today. There you go. Let's start with weekly. Weekly moving average works as support. We hold here on a weekly. So it was the first warning for us when we go through the charts during the weekend to prepare ourselves. Now let's switch to daily. And last week, why we were constant sellers? We were sellers here. We are sellers here. We advised during the live trading rooms to use those levels to try to go short. But also we mentioned that we are targeting 100. Now, why we decided to go long today? As there is a still possibility to go go lower. So why we decided today to go long? One moment. Let's switch to 30 minutes. And there you go. One thing and second thing. And now we started yesterday with the gap. Then bears were trying to push the prices even lower below the support. But before we start our chat room, we saw first bulls close the gap, bulls move above the line, so there is some momentum here. The problem could come from here, but it's still some space. We can go to 10. We should go toward 102, 102.10 here, and we would like to see what's going to happen here. But from the straight calculation, here, move down, not sustain, close the gap, move above the resistance, so we should go to the upside the same distance, in our opinion. Okay, the same distance. Oops. It should give us around 102.40. Some stops. We should be able to test 102.40, 102.60. Okay, no great risk rewards here, as it's like 1-to-1. But we don't know what's going to happen here. If bulls will have enough momentum, we can go 102.60 and then even higher. The thing is that we have a room for our position. We have 50 pips stops, but we will make the review if we are going below 101.70. So then we will make a review. Maybe we will decide to exit earlier. Nothing to hold us to go to through our stop. So is the first thing. The second thing is that if we are going to back towards 102.40, 102.60, we will be able to make another review. We were constant sellers at these levels last week, so maybe there are going to be the same situation this week, right? So if there are going to be any hesitation around resistance, most probably around those levels our stop is going to be moved to entry level, so we are going to be safe from the downside. And if any hesitations around the resistance, then we can of course close our long and join the move to the downside. As simple as that. So intraday today we are long. We are watching first around 102, 102.10. Then we will decide what about our stop, what about our position. Would be nice to see prices higher towards 102.40, 102.60, and then decided what next. If we are going, if there is no more momentum here and we are going to make a pullback toward 101.70, then we are going to make a review if we want to stay with our long position. So intraday, right now, we are quite positive. Still, the key is 102.40, 102.60. Okay. So here we know. Let's go to 30 minutes on dollar yen. We have a support around our entry level, and it's what we are targeting intraday. Now let's switch to euro dollar, as we are still shorts from last week, but it's not, the price action is not what we would like to see. Not what we want to see. Let's start with weekly. Here is our problem. We move above this falling trend line. There is a first risk warning, but we still have, on the weekly, we still have resistance. The bulls during the Asia session were trying to go higher to clean the stops. It was very close to 137.40, 30. Very close to our stop. There was like 7 pips. And pullback right now. Another attempt to go higher cannot be ruled out. Especially we are still under pressure, while when the line holds, we would like to see some breakout to the downside, move below 36.80, below this support. It would be nice. Still, our short is under pressure right now. We are watching the market carefully. As I mentioned, we cannot rule out another attempt to go higher, especially today during the US session when the liquidity is going to be very, very low. As we have 3 long dollar positions already, it's very hard to find anything to trade right now. Let's finish euro dollar with daily. One more thing. Another selling level is around 37.60, 37.80. We are watching euro dollar, but already we are long dollar, so let's try to find any intraday trading opportunities within different currency pairs. Let's take a look on Japanese crosses. Let's take a look on the Euro JPY. We're trying to sell the cross last week. Let's start with weekly. Okay. The same as with dollar yen. We are above 20 weekly moving average, so it's quite positive for bulls. Different stories on a daily. And 20 daily moving average is flat, so there is some possibilities of the range trading, of some stops hunting like this, here, there. But the bull's trying to push the prices higher here. And right now it's a downtrend channel here, right? But if we are going to move for good above this line and above 20 moving average, so from this channel we can have bull flag, right? So we can then expect prices to move higher. So let's check. There is some hesitation, some range trading. Let's switch to 30 minutes. So maybe we can try to trade buy low, sell high. There's nothing, it's easier to check 1 hour. And to be honest with you, there is nothing here what we would like to There is a support. Here is the support, holds, high, high, holds. But there is no higher high. Tough call here on Euro JPY. Actually, there is nothing to call. Let's check British Pound Yen then. Weekly, of course, above 20 weekly moving average. Daily looks interesting. As we are getting closer and closer to the resistance. So let's check on hourly if we have any, yes, if we have any selling areas. There you go. There you go. Look, perfectly. Why we didn't start with British Pound Yen? Perfectly. So 171 is a selling area. We are right now 60 pips lower. We are going below 20 moving average on hourly. So what we would like to see here, is to pull back towards 170.70, 50 pips stop. Okay. The thing is that we have the two risk events later this week for pound. I would like to remind you about this. But intraday, we are looking to sell around 170, 70 and 171. Stop bid above 17135. So for the beast is not the big stop, but it's an intraday trading. Actually, we had what we are looking for on the British pound. Okay, let's clean the chart and I will show you. We have this strong move up and we had the breakout of the trend line. One more time, clean the chart here and then move higher, and now looks like we found the selling area. Okay, we are going to sell, let's say we are going to have around 60 pips stop. Let's check if we can have 50, 60 pips, 3 to 1, around 200 pips. Of course, we can have it. We should fall, maybe not should, but there is a possibility to fall towards 16850, so it's going to be our target. So we are looking to sell around 17070, 170.70, 171. Stop 171.35 bid or slightly higher, and we are targeting 168.50. Okay, so finally we find a good possibility, good setup for you. So one more time, right now we have quite good long dollar exposure right now. We are short euro dollar, we are long dollar Swiss franc, we are long dollar yen. We are looking to sell British pound yen. It's quite danger because of the two risky events later this week. Then we also looking to sell British pound much higher because pound is falling right now. It's like Niagara Falls toward the support. Doesn't look good, looks ugly, right? Actually looks ugly. We are almost figure down right now. There you go. This is how it looks right now. And definitely those two lines I've shown you before, both of them have been broken. So now we would like, and we are around support. So we would like to see move up from the support, and we are going to be sellers there. We are watching DAX. If the V formation is going to be above resistance or we are just at the end of the up move. There is no hurry. We don't want to chase the prices. That's it for today. Thank you very much. The whole schedule for this week is on our website. If any questions, any hesitations, please let us know. One more time, our email address. info@fxadvisor.com. So if any questions, any hesitation, just let us know. We are here to help. We are here to answer all your questions. For today, that's it for today. Have a good day, happy trading, and see you again tomorrow, right? Take care, bye-bye, thank you.